does actually need videoing. This is Poppy and Maggie's first close encounter, and I mean close encounter, same field, with sheep. And all they're doing is roaming in the sheep. Typical, isn't it? Typical, and the rain's coming. So off we go. So I've made it to fabricate after getting nettled to death. It's absolutely lovely. Sam's in, Frugalissima. Hello, Sam. There she is over there. And I'm picking up a pattern and some elastic and toying with the idea of the nomad, but I need to come away from Atelier Brunette. I need something different. I'm just looking at all these beautiful fabrics that they've got in up here. Just wondering if she ever brings Ken and Ivy in.
Yes,
occasionally they come in. So lovely fabrics. And the dogs are being relatively good. They're being told they're not allowed to touch anything. I think they're looking for a biscuit somewhere. Maybe there's a pet shop in Murfield somewhere. We might find a pet. Welcome back, everybody. This is becoming a bit of a diary-like vlog, I think. It's Monday morning and it's a beautiful morning, and during the school holidays I've started going down to Rachel's for a first thing in the morning run, and all being well it's going to be a really exciting morning because I think we might have another dog running with us today. I'm running a few minutes late because Maggie was being a bit of a princess. She's had 2 days off exercise. Thank you so much for the lovely comments on both the vlogs that have gone up in the space of about 3 days. The first vlog should have gone, the second vlog, number 8, went up at the correct time. No, it didn't. It went up a day late. But number 7 went up 3 days late because my internet is being ridiculously slow on the upload. Now, I live in a lovely little village just south of York. The village is on the A19 trunk road, but we still have not got true fibre. We might have it if you live near the box. These villages have boxes where the internet comes in, and I've tried to find out from the village what our internet download and upload speeds are, but it turned into a bit of a battle on our village Facebook group. Don't we just love village Facebook groups? As to who was the best provider, until somebody actually put on what I was thinking. They all use the same line, which they do, because we don't have a line for each of the different providers, otherwise we'd have multiple lines going down our main streets. The problem for me is that I am quite a long way from that box. Now the plan today, when I get home, is gardening. Yesterday, I've got so much to tell you, had the most amazing garden haul. Now, I don't know whether in this vlog to go into widowhood goals, but I do keep getting widowhood goals, and widowhood is something that we need to acknowledge. It happens, it's part of life. Some people are widowed older, some people are widowed younger, and some people are widowed in the middle of their lives, which was me. But I keep having these goals, and I have to celebrate success. So Saturday, Melanie said she'd been to the garden centre and they'd got reductions, and I thought, I like a reduction. So we went to said garden centre, bought some plants, put them in our trolley, and then saw this lady with lots of plants in her trolley, and she had the garden centre logo top on. And I said, what are you doing with all of these? And she said, they're destined for the skip. And I said, but these will grow. Can we have them? Melanie's now thinking, what the heck is Judi doing? But, you know, if you don't ask, you never find out and you never get. Oh yeah, sure, you can have them. She said, I just need to write them off so that when you go to the till, you don't pay for them because they've been scrapped. Well, I have got £100 worth of beautiful dianthus plants to go in my garden. There were 10. They were £10, then they went down to £5, then they went to £2, and by the time we found them, they were heading to the bin. And I've got some Corridalis as well. Melanie got, there were so many plants. She has an Elstramaria, and I found it and I thought, I have no idea where this will go, because I have nowhere in my garden that's got protection for height. Anyhow, Melanie has taken this Elstramaria, stripped it back. She said, there's nothing wrong with this plant, you know. It just had dead bits that had fallen over, and because the dead bits that had fallen over are no good for the they have to get rid of it. So we have these plants. But it gets better because a lot of the other plants we were picking up that were reduced already had little brown bits on it. This lady then went round our trolleys and reduced everything else in the trolley. I've got a beautiful hydrangea that I'd picked up that was half price. Gorgeous hydrangea. It's pink flower with white flower with little pink edges to it. And it was £25. I picked it up at £12 and the lady reduced it to £3.50. Then she started on the agapanthus. Win-win. I love an agapanthus. And I'd found one that was £23 and she reduced that one down to £5. I've got 5 agapanthus for less than £16. And I love an agapanthus. And there's a bit of a widow's goal on the old agapanthus because I'll insert a picture of my agapanthus in the garden. Hold on a minute. There. Because Davy could never get them to grow. Now the new garden is walled. And they love a walled garden. So we found loads and loads and loads of plants. This lady just ended up reducing things in our trolleys. As I turn into Rachel's, I get a reaction from one of them. She knows exactly where she is. Can you see it? There you go. Can you see her? Can you see her? There she is. She knows exactly where she's going. Everybody, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday I had a very quiet day. I'm trying to have sort of a true staycation. I'm at home and I'm trying to enjoy my summer at home. Well, I've got a wedding to go to, so there's lots of fun things going on this week. Now, I did explain to you when I was driving down to Rachel's on Monday that I'd had a major garden extravaganza. I was totally frugal. I'm going to show you now. So the start of my garden haul. We've got lemon drop clematis. Coriodalis, it has a little tiny blue flower, but it's really coming. And right inside I can see I've got new growth. This is where the real bargains are. This is my little edging of dianthus. And they are dianthus, it's called Glen Bay here. But it takes a long time to get all these things in. So this week, trying to do a little bit of sewing for myself when I go back to work, which leaves me with 3 weeks before Hannah's wedding to make my outfit. I did want to try and get my dovetailed dress done. Unless I can start cutting that out on Thursday, I don't think I'm going to. So I'm not going to stress. I'd rather get my wedding outfit done and then get onto the dovetail dress. But I've turned you on because I do keep telling you need to sew with your instruction books next to you. Now this is going to look very forced. They were over there, just out of reach because I'd had to put them away. But our wonderful sewing machines, overlockers, cover stitches, whichever machine you've got, have got lots of different functions. And I am coming to you today to say, do not be frightened to have a go at something different. Because a few weeks ago, I made a pair of Ooola leggings. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen the Ooola leggings. Sorry to lean across you there. Oh dear, what's getting up with me? The Ooola leggings by Papercut Patterns. I love it when they come up. Papercut. I don't know if that's the right way around for you, but the Ooola leggings are beautifully shaped and they have, excuse me, inside my folder. So I've traced off the pattern because I bought the actual pattern. So I've traced off, so if I ever need to make a smaller size, then I can. But I love it. It has a little thing that you fold it back and you fold it in on itself to make the little instruction booklet. But can you see this here? Long, mid-calf, just below the knee. And it's the just below the knees I'm making, and I will be making some of these long ones for the winter, but that won't be till, oh, probably late September, early October. But the first pair that I made, I have worn and worn and worn and worn, and today I've mended them because they came apart. So I have literally just re-seamed them using the flat lock. The seams are joined by a flat stitch. So let me just pick up the pair. I've made 2 more pairs for work. I work with little children, so I need clothes that are comfortable. They've got to be comfortable, they've got to be easy to wash, quick to make, and out of inexpensive fabric. So this is the Marl jersey, and I do check what it's suitable for. I can't remember, it came from First for Fabrics, because I find that First for Fabrics, this is not an ad, this is my opinion of the jerseys, and they do tell you what they're suitable for and how much stretch they've got in them. But the flat locking seam comes out like so when you sew it. You sew right sides together, so you've got your seam like that, and then all you do is, I'm slipping up to the waistline here, you give it a tug like so, and the seam sits down flat, and you've got that beautiful finish that looks really, really professional. There you are, there's that really professional finish. I'm going to show you it on my overlocker. It's 3 threading flat lock, and the really clever thing about it is I am sure there are other overlockers that do flat stitching. Even my old Bonina did flat stitching. I never got flat locking. And I've got 2 threads that go into the same tension loops. Behind you can see I've got 2 threads going into the same tension through, but I've only got 1 needle in the sewing machine. Trim off just as if it's doing an ordinary overlocked seam. So there it goes. It's just really set standard. It's a lovely simple width. Not too long a stitch between the gaps. You need that to be quite short, because you want to create like a satin stitch effect. Come to the end, makes its chain, and then over it goes to the flat locking there. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is just to try something new. But don't forget my top tip, don't forget your scrap and to do your testers. That my stitch is working nicely before I sew the hems. So for me, I slide the work in, drop the presser foot down, and I am testing, because Rachel's tried it. What are we like? We always see somebody else does something and we have to have a go. I usually do 2 needles in my cover stitcher, but I thought, why not do 3 for a change? So off we go, and we're going to test it on 3. Now I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to check to make certain that all the threads are in, and do a bit more. I think I've had enough there. I don't really want to do any more. Just think if I was doing some stop stitching on a pocket. This is what you have to do. You have to wind up the needles till they're the upright position. Lift up the presser foot. Grab the work with a pinch. Give it a little gentle move so it's out of the line of the needles, and just release it. And hey ho, it works. And I have a beautiful, it's good that you can't see it because it needs to blend in. And the first thing I'm going to do is, on the very old pair, I'm going to redo the waist seam, because the waist seam is coming undone. I have already got some elastic in here. So I'm going to drop the presser foot, and literally it's off we go. My old leggings all mended, just like new, ready to go back to work. focusing in on the fans in there on that quilt. There's one on the end of the bed and there's one actually on the chest. Actually Joe the quilter, this is his cottage. Weird Ale quilter. So this is the cottage that belonged to Joe Headley, Joe the quilter, who was murdered on the evening of Tuesday, the 3rd of January, 1826. And I have just been given the police documentation as they're trying to drum up support to find out what happened to Joe the quilter. As I bring this video to an end, I'm going to tell you about my lovely afternoon. I've had Rachel, Martin and Isaac over for a meal, and it's absolutely fantastic that Isaac's come, because at 18, who wants to really come out with your mum and dad? But it was just so lovely that Isaac came and has felt so comfortable to come and spend the evening here. So we've had the pizza oven out, which is just, oh, there it is in the corner, it's tucked away. And Martin, bless him, has done them, but we've just had the most hilarious thing happen to me, haven't we, Rachel?
Oh, totally.
It's absolutely hilarious. I've managed to lock myself in the toilet because the internal lock screw had come loose, and I was there banging, and I said, "Did you not hear me banging?" And Rachel was like, "Yes, but we thought you were making a coffee." So I'm going to end this video with a widowhood goal. I keep my fantastic IKEA, and this is not an ad, IKEA toolkit in the downstairs cupboard, which is accessed from my toilet. So I was able to get out. And when I rang my daughter to tell her that I'd got locked in the downstairs toilet, her reaction was, "How much wine have you had to drink, Mother?" Probably not enough, or probably just the right amount, that I knew that I could get myself out of the toilet by taking off the door handle. It's a good job the screw didn't go any further, because had it gone any further, Rachel, I would have been locked in the toilet.
We would have come looking for you, Judi.
And on that note, we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.